Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about my experience with this particular product, which is the Bose Soundsport Free. That's the totally wireless headset. I've mentioned in a previous video, this is the second pair of these that I've owned over the last couple of years. And I've mentioned that this headset had some of the same problems as the first set. Now, throughout all of this, I've had the Sony XBass, is what they're commonly referred to, and more on these later. Some of the other stuff, before I get to the meat of the video, this is an iSteady by Hohem, I guess is how it's pronounced. I decided I wanted to learn how to use a gimbal, and these are just the most simple gimbals that are out there. This is the Scarmonic dual microphone. I'm not using this today. I'm using my old mic system today. But I am looking forward to trying this out. What else is new? Oh yeah, I also got a new Pixel 3a, which I got to use with the new gimbal. The few people that I pay attention to on YouTube that are reviewers have said that this has got a really good camera, and so far my tests indicate that at least in the daytime, yes, it does. It does have a really good camera. So let's put that over there, since for the moment at least it's of no use. And we will talk about these. We will talk about the Bose Soundsport. So let me show you these things as closely as my camera will allow. When you hit this button here, you can see the lights come on, the case is fully charged. This is the right earbud, and this is the left earbud. When you take the right earbud out, what happens is you hear a pleasant voice that tells you the battery is 100%, and then it tells you that you're connected to your device. Now, one of the things that I do like about this is the button array. This button and that button will turn down the volume, this button will turn up the volume, and the center button does everything else. You hit it once, it answers the call, or you hit it once, it turns the music on and off. You hit it twice, it goes forward. You hit this little middle button 3 times, and it goes to the song that was previous to the one that you're listening to. These are really kind of big honking things, which you see in the close-up. But yeah, they just stick way out of your ear. That's not a deal breaker for me, but there are other things. And I guess they use a lot of juice. They've never run out on my ears, but I've never used them for more than 2 hours. I guess I've gotten a maximum of 5-6 charges out of the case. So I guess between a fully charged battery on the earbuds and the case, I've gotten at least about 5 or 6 hours. Totally wireless. They've got just the best sound that I've listened to, but that's just not everything. And now I got to talk to you about the bad stuff. Any pair of headphones that you get have to work properly. If they're Bluetooth or totally wireless, then I expect all of the wireless functions, whether it's Bluetooth, whether it's NFC, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the connection is. They have to be able to talk to each other, and they have to be able to talk to the telephone or other Bluetooth device that you are connecting them with. Ideally, they should be able to connect to pretty much any Bluetooth device that you have that creates sound. The most important thing about a pair of headphones is the sound. And I can tell you right now, by far, I prefer the sound of the Bose Soundsport Free totally wireless headphones better than I like the sound of any other totally wireless headphones that I have tried to date. That's not the only consideration when buying a pair of headphones. Now, the problem with the first Bose that I got a pair of Bose totally wireless when they first came out, I guess a couple of years ago or whenever it was, and the left earpiece wouldn't connect with this telephone. Then when I got the new one back in December, I didn't use them for more than, I don't know, a half an hour before the first time that the left earpiece disconnected. Now, it reconnected fairly soon after that, just a second or 2 after that. But I became aware of the fact that my earphones had a similar problem to the first version of the product. I was going to take them back right away. First, I bought a new telephone. Let me just grab this. This is a Pixel 3a. A couple of days after I bought the Bose headset, I bought this, and I thought that the disconnection in the left earbud had gone away, because all of a sudden it had gone away, came back. So it was better with this telephone for some reason. I don't know why. Because the sound on the Bose was so good, I decided that I was just going to keep them. If all it was the left earbud cut out in a couple of different places in town just every once in a while, that would be the end of it for me, and at least I had a pair of totally wireless headphones that had really, really, really good sound. But that wasn't the end of it, and the longer I owned them and the more I used them, the more the left headphone started cutting out. And then eventually the other day, the volume changed without my touching anything. I didn't touch the headset and I didn't touch the phone, and all of a sudden the volume dropped. So the sound started changing. One song would play at one volume, and then when the next song came on, it would be a highly reduced volume, and then the next song would come on and it would be somewhere in the middle, and then it would go away completely. Then it would be back to normal volume, and if that wasn't reason enough to send these things back, I finally started using them for telephone calls. I was on an extended call with one of my insurance people, and everything was fine, and they were able to hear me great through the headset, and then all of a sudden on the other side I heard, "Wait a second, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you still there?" The voice connection for the telephone call just cut out on me about 15 minutes into the conversation. And then the second conversation I had over the phone, it happened again, also at around the 15 or 20 minute point. And then the third conversation I had on the phone, it cut out on me much earlier. It cut out on me at about the 3-minute point. At a list price of $199, they are getting towards the high end of cost on these things. And if you're going to put out something that you are pitching as a higher cost, more premium product, it should be good, and it shouldn't be starting to show signs of wear, and it shouldn't be showing signs of degeneration at approximately 30 days. Bose was one of the very, very first people with subwoofers. Their technology was ahead of everybody's. I've been a Bose guy for, I don't know, 25, 30 years, something like that. My current home speakers are Bose speakers. But Bose just does not seem to have the quality anymore that they were famous for in the past. Yes, you've got a lot of places you can buy stuff, and you've got a lot of places you can return stuff to, but you know what? I just don't have that much energy anymore. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm starting to get a little bit older, and what I would really like to find is just some things that are built well. But something has happened where in the United States, I don't know if it's the millennials, I don't know if it's the corporations, I don't know who's at fault, but there is a lowered expectation now in the United States as far as the quality of products are concerned. This is just horribly disappointing to me. These are what I'm going to go back to temporarily. They're a Sony XBass. I've been using these for years and years and years. I'm on my second pair of these, and the only thing that was wrong with the first pair is that I destroyed them. They're still a good deal at around 65 bucks, which when I checked earlier today, that's what they were selling for on Amazon. But I will put a link for these in because these are actually worth buying. You're not going to see a link for the Bose Soundsport free. I'm not going to recommend them to anybody. However, if you want to go against my advice and buy them anyway, I'd appreciate it if you would use my Amazon influencer portal. I get a commission, a small commission, it's not much, but I do get a commission from anything that you buy through my Amazon portal. If you buy anything through that portal, it helps support me. And that'll help me out, and that'll help the channel get where it needs to go. It does not cost you anything extra. If I don't get the commission, Jeff Bezos is going to get the commission, and Jeff Bezos is wealthy enough. You know, I hate being the guy that is constantly talking about the bad stuff. I don't really want to come across that way, but the manufacturers really haven't given me much of a choice, because This is what I've been running into. The stuff that I've been talking about on my channel is the stuff that I have actually been running into in real life. If you're watching this in China, if anybody's watching this in China, or if anybody knows any Chinese manufacturers of totally wireless earbuds, there are too many for me to try out on my own. There's just way too many out there. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. At least not yet, not rich enough to. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, tell your friends about me, and maybe eventually. So I can't do that, and I can't just buy them and throw them away. But for now, I'm not. For now, the reality is I'm just looking for a good pair of headphones that I can use, and so far, I haven't found any in totally wireless, so I'm gonna at least temporarily go back to these and see what I come up with next. In the meantime, I wish you all good health, wealth, happiness, all of the luck in the world, and I wish that you come back so I can see you in the next video.